Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Offense getting set for first down. The give from the gun. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's McDonald. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They're going back to the ground. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. And that pass picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
Well, we knew coming into this one, this was an offense that wanted to come out, sling it around, but the timing is going to have to be a whole lot better. This defense has athletes who can close on the ball and make plays, and you saw it right there in that interception to open this game.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And the ball is picked off. Takes it the other way. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed and with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
To the air, it's McDonald. Dances away to buy time. Slings it downfield. And his throw is incomplete. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Lets it fly. Pass on the way. It's picked off. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Looking for a crease. It's lobbed. It's a fumble. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. First down for this offense. He'll start this drive firing. Unloads to the right. Wide open downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
The Cowboys trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Trying to find his man on 1st down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
7 yards on the play. Brings up 2nd down. That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Wyoming 7.
2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Back to pass, it's Jordan. It's complete on the right side. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the 1st down, and that's all that matters.
Open runway ahead. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Love. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. This offense needs to avoid getting in its own head, getting domed up with its play calling in the red zone. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the 1st down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
He finds a soft spot in the middle. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, Florida Atlantic.
They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. They'll run the sneak for it. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
In a 4th and goal situation, bring in the beef, the goal line package, all the heavy guys, the tight ends, and just pound the rock when you need it. Running back falling forward, getting the touchdown. Offense just went big on your booty.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with the quarterback sneak. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. One more snap coming before halftime. Hands it off. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. About to kick it away again as we are tied up in the third quarter. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Quarterback sneak, wedging himself into the line.
Nice play call, QB sneak, yet another first down. And this offense, they've been on the field for some time now. They're helping their defense out, giving them some wins so that when they get back on the field, they'll be ready to play with their hair on fire.
The Owls will snap it on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Love. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Well, that didn't bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take...
Can anyone catch him? And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
And this receiver is so dangerous. There's so many different ways that he can hurt a defense. You got to throw it to him conventionally, but find creative ways to get him the football out in space and let him go to work.
This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Moss. Fighting off the defender. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
That's the end of the third quarter. And after 3, the game is tied.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work.
Get set.
Leaves it with the running back. Pickup of 1. It's down at the 11. pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. They move the tight end all over. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught close to the marker. It's Cross. Touchdown, Wyoming. They move on top here in the fourth. They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. The kickoff bounces through the end. Bring it out to the 25. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it left. He lobs one high down the left side. And he reels it in at the 15-yard line. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball. The give to the left side. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Back to throw, it's Jordan. Fires to the end zone. And it's picked off. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page, and they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
On second down, he's looking downfield. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Owls! This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone. Your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. To the air, it's McDonald. Quickly to the tight end. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Now, they need to pick up just a few more yards here to get within the kicker's range, David.
No doubt, Reese. We got to take care of the football, but we're trying to get as many yards as we can. Jesse, let's make this thing as easy as possible on our kicker.
You're right. And listen, you've got some time, too, so you don't got to panic here. Just pick the right play and go execute.
They'll give it to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. Looking to help the kicker out on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 59-yard attempt. That one comes out hot down the right side. Touchdown, Owls! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And that is exactly what you want from this offense. Take almost all the clock, execute, and now go out and take a lead by a touchdown. Great, flawless execution by this offense.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Looking to throw, it's McDonald. Buys a little time with his feet. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet.